You have to understand what you're looking at. This walkthrough is a big, and I mean massive, production for NASA. They have done others before this one, all of which in their own unique way were at the cutting edge of cinematography. I have focused on this one as it is a go-to production for NASA apologists for unedited internal footage. They ooh and they ah at this, and they do not understand that there is enough internal footage with errors in it from the live broadcast to take a completely different view of the highly polished, high production, state-of-the-art cinematography we see here. And that view simply means asking, how are they doing this? For many millions of people, this production will have had a similar effect as the moon landings. A younger generation will be captured by the NASA walkthrough and will never understand that they have been fooled. They will have stumbled across or sought out the NASA walkthrough and will have accepted this production as authentic. How ordinary it looks, and yet how amazing. How people doing the most exciting thing in the world, flying around the globe, have to pay attention to the ordinary activities we common folk do. Any suggestions that NASA is faking this stuff will now have to pass this authenticity test seared into their conscience. At times they will mull in their subconscious, trying to imagine what it must be like to be up there. They will take any further information from NASA from a position of lowliness on their part, and NASA being a great authority. They will think NASA are the ones who put the International Space Station together and made it work, and are worthy of my trust in pretty much all matters. NASA says, scientists say, and thus the religion of scientism is cemented. Without a doubt, NASA has made itself a pillar of this religion. This type of production would be 10 a penny if the ISS were real. Instead, we have several highly polished walkthroughs, some with astronauts, some without. Where are the copious hours of training videos for complex internal jobs? Where are the videos for an 8-hour shift for an astronaut, or 24 hours on board the ISS, or extensive footage of scientific research? There should be hundreds, all looking as highly polished as the walkthrough. The lack of faultless, continuous, extensive footage falls into the emissions category of this fraud. I have watched the daily output from NASA on their multiple channels for the last year and a half, and it is thoroughly insufficient in the categories I have just mentioned, if the space station were real. Now I know the NASA apologists will argue the toss on this, saying they are too busy to do entertainment. However, what they release does not even have to be entertaining. It merely needs to demonstrate that what is going on up there, that it is real and offers value for money. The type and extent of production we are watching should be among hundreds of extensive unedited footage. However, the staple of the space station diet is the indoctrination of children into the low-budget, suspended animation mode with daily productions that have been mastered as an art of efficiency and achievable volumes of output, with errors abounding. Just like we ooh and we are, and rightly so, at the special effects in a Hollywood blockbuster, where we suspend our disbelief, here we import our belief, and are subconsciously scarred in doing so. The fact it looks quite ordinary, but we believe it to be quite extraordinary, is a masterpiece of deception. There is nothing ordinary about the effort put into this, though. People watch the errors in their low-cost productions and apologise for NASA. Like a beaten spouse in an abusive relationship, they make excuses, not realising that NASA are corroding their spirit, not seeing the damage that has been caused to them, and so the abuse continues. There are many tricks used in this production, not all of which have been covered. However, I hope it is enough to get you thinking, so you can build on the ideas. I wanted it all to be faked in the suspended animation mode, or the full animation mode. However, looking at this walkthrough production, I have concluded there is a new category called Suspended Full Animation Mode. I'm trying not to talk in absolutes. People will notice things and build on my work, as I have built on the work of others. Who are these nutters in the comments that think this is all fake? Seriously, how misguided do you have to be? 327 likes. Ooh, awkward. It's me!
This is actually a container that has urine in it, and we get that from the Russians, and we put that then into our recycling system, our water recycling system. So first it goes into the urine processor, and then from there it goes into the water processor to make us drinking water. We're drinking the urine coming from these ones. We also have here, it's called a WC, but if you notice it's actually an outhouse, and really that's what it is. It's just a bathroom. And again, so the urine that we use in here also it gets recycled, and then so we actually have quite a green little system up here. And we recycle quite a bit of all the fluids that are used up here, I guess. The condensation, our sweat, everything gets all set back into the system and used again.
The movie's marketing stressed another groundbreaking aspect, its technical mastery and superior effects work. Previous space epics were often let down by shoddy special effects. The way light is reflected on costumes and helmets in particular is a giveaway. Gravity found a solution, the light box.
We developed a technique where we would move the camera on a robot and we would move the lights around by surrounding the actor with a giant TV screen made into a box. We could move the lights to wherever we wanted them to be and change the color and the texture and all sorts of aspects of the light.
The repercussions of its lightbox technology is where the movie's true revolution lies. Gravity blurred the lines between pre-production, production, and post-production. The 3D visual effects, a staple of post-production, were as good as finished before the shoot with the actors even began. The effects had to be ready for the makers to be able to use the LED box lighting technique that lights the actors with reflections of the computer-generated environment.
Everything was written in stone. Everything from the camera movements, but also the timings.
And action. 1, 2, go.
This in turn meant the actors had to time their performances to the already finished special effects.
Stand by, foot. Explosion. Duck.
In traditional filmmaking, man is the measure of all things. The physical performance of actresses and actors is the meter of the movie's timeline. Even cutting-edge effects based on motion capture techniques still use a human performance as their guideline. In Gravity, that performance is dictated by computer-generated graphics. Gravity is the first film where the actors are directed by a computer. Gravity may prove to be film's deep blue moment.
Call it a blow against humanity. After 6 games over 9 days, Deep Blue, the IBM computer, beat Garry Kasparov, considered to be the best chess player in the history of the game.
And whoa!
Is this the pivotal juncture when the balance between man and technology shifts in favor of the latter? In any case, Gravity upends the century-old relation between performance and post-production, between physical expression and technology. The body has always been the metronome of the movies. Literally so, when movie cameras were still hand-cranked, whatever Buster Keaton and Dziga Vertov may have tried to make us believe. Metaphorically, when it was the performance of the actor that commanded the camera's gaze. Not anymore. If Gravity is the sign of films to come.